Welcome. We have a 7 or 8 minute Blitz for your front core and your glutes. Great little combination to put two positions together, keep you interested and really effective for toning up your butt muscle and keeping that belly nice and toned. So we start in our neutral position. Let's always remember our technique, yeah? Pelvis in neutral, rib cage in neutral, and head in neutral. Step 2, engage your core muscles. All the way through this little series of exercises, we want to keep the core muscles tight. We start with our feet and knees touching, arms down by our side. Start to work the breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. So when you've got the breath pattern, I'll show you the movements through the lower body. So we're going to start with what I call a butterfly bridge position. So we're going to lower the legs out to the side and then squeeze the feet and heels together and then release that and bring the knees back into the center. Good, so do that again. So open to a butterfly, keeping the hips still. Press the feet together without changing your lower back. Release the feet and then come back up. Good, so we progress from there. So the knees go out, press the heels in. We're going to float the hips in the air and then float the hips back down. Good, so lift and float, trying to keep the pelvis steady, ease it back down, and then slowly bring the knees back together again. Good, so let's do that little pattern together. So we open it out, bridge it, lift, lower it back down, and then the knees come together. This is a great exercise because we're working the front core, keeping everything steady. We're working the glutes really strongly as we lift. So everything, both the back and the front of the body work together. Now stay here this time. Just draw your right knee up and hold. Belly switches on, back stays in neutral. You can flex or point your toe and then take it down. Try the other side. So remember in our Pilates, everything stays still. You want to get the sense that the abdominals are pulling in and then gently place that leg down. Good, so let's put those two things together. Open your knees to the side, squeeze your glutes to the ceiling, release it back down, and the knees back in, remaining in neutral. Good, do it a second time, open it out, squeeze the heels and lift, release the heels, the feet down, and come back to the center. Now add the leg position, lift, this time extend that leg away. Good, now draw the knee back over the hip, place it down, change legs. So the focus is still on the center of the body, staying still, leg doesn't go too low or high, knee back over hip and lower it down. Good, let's do the butt bridge. So wide with your thighs, squeeze both glutes, push your feet together, lower it back down, and knees together. Good, one more of that pattern. So as you're doing this movement, the lower back stays arched, just gently. The rib cage pulls down and the front muscles are working. So now we add the leg lift. Good, pelvis is steady as you lift. Push the leg away, ribs and hips stay long and connected. Drag it in and place it down. Good, do the other side, so float it up. So really like a hinge, imagine you're a machine. It's just that thigh bone hinging inside that hip joint. Fantastic. Good, now stay right here. Squeeze both butt cheeks and press your hips up. Hold. Keep everything long and strong. And then float it down. Good, as you come back down through neutral. Again, lift, hold. Imagine two little strings lifting your hips to the ceiling, level and flat, and lower. Good, now this time we add on. So we're going to lift, do exactly what you did before. Float one leg up to a 90-90, hold. Keep everything tight, squeeze this glute, foot down. Good, so hold it nice and tight, float up the other leg. Good, keep still and stable and breathing. Take it down, and then hips to the floor. Good, put that together, so squeeze and lift. Lift one leg up, float that foot back down, hips to the floor. Excellent. So we're trying to really get the back of the body lifting and being really solid as we lift, but the front of the body is what stops us from shaking and wobbling. Let's make that a little bit more challenging. So this time, lift and hold. Now keep the knee in the air. Just like you did in our first one, we press it away and then pull it back in. Good, so now you're challenging the relationship between hamstring and hip flexor. Excellent. Take that foot back down and then knees to the floor, heels to the floor. So then lift the hips up, float that leg up, 2 extensions away, pull it back in. Good, do that again. So we're still being strong through the center. Bring that heel back in, take the foot down, and then hips to the floor. Fantastic. Good, now let's do our butterfly bridge. So putting it together, butterfly bridge. Squeeze and lift. Lower it down, knees together. Good, now straight bridge. So press it up, lift one leg. Take that foot down, hips to the floor. Good, butterfly bridge. So open it wide, so flare it wide. Try not to rotate as you lift. Keep this steady and pulled in as you lower. Come straight back, spine stays still. The other leg. So squeeze and lift. Place it back down. Everything to the floor. Good. So that's a great little series of exercises where we're toning up both the front muscles and the butt muscles at the same time. So we can play with that and add to it and do lots more variations, but that's a good place to start.